Let's talk about how to stop being so insecure. A lot of people look at what I'm doing. How am I in India? How am I able to do this? How am I able to take such drastic action over and over again? Coming to India, moving to LA to start doing film, adding a CEO to our agency. How am I able to make these moves without any insecurity? When most people are stuck in this box of, am I making the wrong choice? Am I doing the right thing? Am I doing the wrong thing? So how do I avoid all of that insecurity? That's what I want to talk about today. Insecurity comes from one place. Insecurity comes from thinking that you are in the future when you should be thinking that you're in the present. Insecurity comes from thoughts of the future and thoughts of the past taking you away from the present. I get over my insecurity by trusting that my decisions in the moment are the correct decisions. I do this with investing as well. Recently, and this is what I'm actually learning this entire year, my gut feel is typically correct. So, for instance, one of the big coins right now was SHIB coin, which went up 5 or 6 times. And I was in SHIB. I was in SHIB with, $1,600, something tiny was in there. And I decided a couple days later to sell. Now, if I had just listened to my gut and not been insecure, I would have been able to take that, to a 10x from here. So that's where removing insecurity comes in. It comes from trusting your initial feeling and understanding that you were right in the moment. Now, can you use this for your business and your life? 150%. Insecurity will destroy you if you let it. So what do I do? So let's take it back to a time where I was insecure. Okay, when I was first starting business and getting into all this stuff, I was in college and I was dating this girl and she was very into business. So I was like, maybe I should get into business. So I started studying business books and stuff, but I was having a very hard time making it work, very hard time committing to any idea until I just decided to not be insecure and I decided to commit to one idea, and it was a music podcast. Doesn't really matter for the story, but it was a music podcast. And I just started sending cold emails and I booked these podcasts and I did it. I actually made it happen. Most people would get stuck in the planning stage. They'd be like, oh, if I do this podcast, what would the website say? What guests would I have on? But instead, before I even built a website or anything, I made a list of the people I wanted on the podcast and I sent them an email. And that's how you really remove your insecurity. You remove the thoughts, the worries about the future. You remove the cringiness of the past. And you focus only on the action of the present. So for instance, we're about to go to the UK, or maybe by the time you're watching this, I am in the jolly old England. And we're about to go to the UK and launch a software as a service startup. Now, as we're coming through and we're making this marketing plan, we are going hard on the marketing, 50,000 leads we're reaching out to, etc. And that is a non-insecure move. Now, it was only when I discovered a business plan that I wrote in 2015 that I understood how far I've come. I looked at this business plan from 2015, and it was very similar in terms of the marketing channels that we use when we launch any business. It was reach out to partners, cold email some people, make some cold calls, all that stuff. But the targets were so insecure. It was reach out to 3 web design agencies, reach out to 3 whatever, reach out to 10 podcasts. Now, if you compare that to what we're doing now, instead of 3, we're reaching out to 3,000 podcasts. Instead of 10 companies that we want to work with, we're reaching out to 50,000 potential customers. So that's how you remove insecurity. I've seen this now, this evolution happen. Make uninsecure moves. The other note I want to hit on this is it takes the exact same amount of work to send 30,000 emails as it does 3 emails. Really, they're both building a lead list and then sending the emails. You got to write the email script the same way, right? Sending that email to 3 people versus sending that email to 30,000 people is just 1 or 2 more steps. And yet, I sat there in 2015 and I thought that sending an email to 3 people was enough. I didn't realize that you could 2,000x it or 3,000x that amount of the amount of results just by adding more leads. And that is what happens when you remove insecurity in your business. You could tell I was insecure. I was like, oh, what if I pitch these 3? Like, I don't want to pitch more than 3. What if they hate me? Now it's like, I got something that's dope as fuck, Like, I got something that's great. I'm going to share it with as many people as possible. And anyone who doesn't buy is missing out. That's how you remove insecurity. On that note as well, if you have a good product that you know delivers value, you shouldn't be insecure at all. If our software is as good as we think it is, everyone that's in our target market will make more money than they do right now by using this software. And so it is our mission to get them to see that and change the entire industry. If you feel the same way about your business or about your mission or about whatever you're doing, then you owe it to the world to get everybody that can hear your pitch to hear it. And so a lot of that insecurity will go away just by sheer volume. If you talk to 3 people and 3 people turn you down, you're going to feel pretty bad. You might get depressed. But if you talk to 3,000 people and 3 people turn you down, you're not even going to feel it. So scale removes insecurity. Having confidence in your product being dope as fuck removes insecurity. And action removes insecurity. So think about where you can add this in your life. Where are you lacking in any of those 3 areas? Where can you take more action? Where can you be bigger? Where can you have a bigger scale? And where can you be better? Where can you increase the quality of your output? And if you start tackling those one by one, eventually you'll get to the point where it's impossible to be insecure because you have an amazing product. You're talking to a large number of people and you're pitching them in the correct way. That's all you need to be doing over and over again. So tell me about a moment that you've been insecure. Think about a moment that you've been insecure, okay? We can actually just take a second. We'll think about that. When was the last time you felt super insecure? Now, think about how you would fix that via either scale, pitching more people, or via quality of your product, or any of the stuff that we just talked about, right? It doesn't just come down to business either. It could come down to dating. Maybe you dated one girl and it didn't go good. Maybe you could try dating 99 more girls and one of those is going to work out. It's the same with literally everything. Investments. Maybe you bet on one sketchy options play and you lost all your money. What would happen if you bet on 99? One of those might hit. I'm feeling it with our dog coins right now. I lost thousands of dollars on these sketchy cryptos, but it only takes one to hit. I've lost thousands of dollars on our weird business plays that we've tried over the course of, 2-3 years. But it really only takes one to hit. And so once you see that, all the insecurity goes away. Another thing is you can have extreme confidence that things are going to work out. I feel the most confident and comfortable that I ever have. And if you think about what has changed in our lives to increase that confidence, the answer is not much. Like our businesses are hitting, sure, things are going good, but in other areas, we could look at it through the same lens and say that things aren't going good. Exact same lens. So what has actually changed? It's just the mindset. So by increasing your pitching, increasing the amount of times you're pitching, increasing the quality of what you're selling, you will remove insecurity as well. Thanks for watching the video. Subscribe down below. Leave a comment. What's a time that you felt insecure and/or did this video help you? Let's talk about it down below in the comments. Subscribe for more videos like this and check this out.
कितना कोल्ड ईमेल भेज देते हो एक दिन का? 100, 200,
100-200 नहीं, 500।
500 कसम से? एक दिन का 500 कोल्ड ईमेल भेजता है और मीटिंग
2।
Hurry, hut! Join Cold Email University and skyrocket your conversion rates today. coldemailuniversity.com. Thanks for watching. I'll talk to you later. I'm Alex Berman.